Part 1 wants us to find these two missing values. The first thing you need to do with that is write down the general form that this exponential equation is going to hold or have, and that's going to be so we've got a mass and we've got time, so t is going to equal the original value, so the value when t is 0 of m, so that's 200. It's always 200 here, it's always the starting value, times by e to the power of some value times t. Now in this case we're going to expect this k value to be negative, so you could in fact put a negative sign here. You don't have to. If you do put the negative sign in, then our k value is going to come out positive. If we don't put it in, our k value is going to come out negative, so it makes absolutely no difference. Anyway, that's the form that our equation is going to take. We can find the particular value of k by subbing in the 5 and 60. So I'm going to do that next. Sorry, this should be an m at the front, not a t. So the value of the mass is related to the time. So that should be m equals 200 e to the kt. So when t is 5, we know that m is 160. So if we say 160 needs to equal 200 times by e to the power of 5k. We can divide by 200. 160 over 200 is 4/5, so that's 0.8 is equal to e to the 5k. And then we're going to log both sides. If we log this side, we're just going to get the natural log of 0.8. If we natural log this side, we're going to get the natural log of e to the power of 5k. Natural log of e is just 1. The 5k can come to the front, so that's just going to equal 5k. You can do that. If you're not sure how I've done that, you can write it down properly and use your power rule for logs to take that power to the front. And the natural log of e is 1, so that's just 5k times 1, so that's why we've got 5k here. So k is going to equal the natural log of 0.8 divided by 5. If we type that in on our calculator, I've got a k value, and it is negative as I expected, of 0.0446. Now at this point it is incredibly important that you, so I've written that to 3 significant figures. That number obviously goes on for much longer. It's irrational. It's never ending. It's not going to terminate. So it's really important at this point that you save your answer into one of your memory slots in your calculator. I'm saving mine into memory slot A. If you don't know how to do this, I've done a video on it, and look it up because it's really, really important. Otherwise you will lose accuracy when you come to do the next part of the question. So anytime I use this k now in future, I'm going to use memory button A. So the next job now is to work out the value of m when k is 10. Sorry, when t is 10. So when t is 10, we now know that the equation is 200 e to the kt using our a number. So I could even write a times 10 here, and that's exactly what I'm going to type in on my calculator without the brackets. So 200 times by e to the power of my a times 10, and that comes out at exactly 128. So that's 128 in there. 25, it's exactly the same process. M is going to equal 200 e to the power of 25 times my a value again. which is 65.636. Sorry, 0.536. 65.536 or 65.5 to 3 significant figures. Does it say exact values? It just says find the values. Because that's not a very long number, I'm going to write the whole thing down. If that didn't terminate quickly, I would have rounded it, but just to be safe, I've written the whole thing.